in the game.
When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Corvallis, Reser Stadium, home of the Oregon State Beavers. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the BYU Cougars, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Oregon State Beavers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Beavers will put toe to leather and will get started. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. The Cougars offense will get the football first. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, man. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And then
breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets him up, makes the big play out to the left.
He's going to run it. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. On the option. He'll toss it. Makes one man miss. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great second down opportunity.
There's an example of what happens when a quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
The give to the tailback. Finds a crease at the 20. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Goes to the option. Now the toss. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
I'm amazed by this offense. This is how you set the tone for a game. Running, throwing on the opening drive, driving it right down the field. You just run to set yourself up now in first and goal. They are feeling it.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. After getting knocked back, it's second and goal from the 4. Got his man quickly. Touchdown, Cougars. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Oregon State's offense has its first opportunity of the day. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead, and it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And a part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions, and how you feel about this playing your...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Beavers will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Second down coming up. Gets the back moving. Toss sweep to the left. Turning it on. Bulldozes his way through. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. The Cougars, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll ride the hot hand. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Brings up second down.
The Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Here's the give off the left side. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
This BYU offense set up with another first down.
White 94 Snyder choice.
Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. BYU lines up with a 1st and goal. Gets it out fast. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
To the air, it's Bachmeier, trying to bull his way in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. This is a money play on 3rd and goal. They'll try to get the edge on the left. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, BYU!
Number 29 with the carry.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their 1st game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Well, he did everything he could to try to avoid all those defenders, but at the end, it's still a negative play. Tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got a shot at him. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play has this offense in business. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Great move. Now he's got room. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red inside the 5. They'll punch this in and get a touchdown.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, BYU.
BYU.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. They'll run it from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. Offense getting set for 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He wants to go deep. Finds a spot in the middle. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
thank you very much. That's what the quarterback's thinking on that last play. I think he was even shocked that his receiver was that wide open downfield. He'll take it.
Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points...
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Works the middle of the field. Brought down at the 33-yard line as this defense gets a 3rd down stop. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so...
He's on the loose. Can they catch him? Steps out of bounds at the 2-yard line, and he's done just about all of the work in the return game. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. This is an offensive coordinator's dream. Start the drive, 1st and goal from the 2. The huge explosive play put them right on the doorstep, and now they... Touchdown, Cougars! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 30. Flying down the left side. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Beavers!
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the bread basket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt.
There he goes. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. And the Cougars, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Got his man on the right. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the 1st down.
BYU lines up quickly.
2nd down coming up.
They'll leave it with the lone back. Picks up the 1st down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
BYU with the 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Lawrence. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To throw, it's Bachmeier. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got it set up on the outside. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. On the option. Quick toss. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Cougars.
BYU.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And he made the extra point without problem.
45. Oregon State, 10.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He's out of bounds at his own 16-yard line, and he just couldn't find the corner on that return. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Back to throw. It's Hilton. Oh, they're after him. Trying to escape and get it himself. Push down for the tackle.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the Beavers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man on the right. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field.
Hold it.
When you've already seen your quarterback go down 3 times, you might as well try holding, and they didn't get away with it. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. From the gun, running back gets to give. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Beavers will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. No fair catches here, looking for room. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Making side adjustments here. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He lobs one high down the left side. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Guys,
guys, you've been calling a lively one from there in Corvallis. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Huge deficit to start this 3rd quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah,
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. He'll try to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Sends it back in motion, trying to beat him to the left. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, BYU!
and I'm liking what I'm seeing from this offense. Look, last week you found a way to win a close game. That's what you're supposed to do. But this offense looks like they're taking it to the next level, hitting their stride a little bit, finding out who they're going to be, and they've looked explosive today.
On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to throw. It's Hilton. Caught. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Looking to throw on 3rd. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The Beavers line up to punt it away. Wants to return it. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
To the ground with the back. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Fires to the tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Complete out of the backfield. Makes a man miss. Made him miss again. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Caught over the middle. It's Allen. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. Touchdown, BYU! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Have Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Oregon State, 10.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Off-play action on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. So now it's 2nd and long. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. To the air, it's Hilton. This time on target. All by himself down the middle. Lowers those pads. Inside the 10. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. And the Beavers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon State.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
Oregon State, 17.
On the move from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and where you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Rides to the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. The Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. At midfield, he's got room. Wide open spaces. He's at the... And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars!
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
Oregon State, 17.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Hilton. Rushes on him. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Man, it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. The Beavers will call on their punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. From midfield, looking for room. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution.
Gashes him in the middle. Touchdown. down, Cougars. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw, it's Hilton. Gets it out quickly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Off the play fake. That's caught. It's Fox. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
This offense will find different ways to get their backs involved. It's not just tailbacks, but how about the fullback there? He makes a catch just for a few yards to help keep this drive going.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. He lost one down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Beavers will try to pin them back with the punt. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. That's the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top. And this beatdown is close to completion as we reach the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Start with a first down. Motion from the back. Here comes the option. Now the pitch. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll give it to the back. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They'll leave it with him. Picks up the first down, still moving. Got room at the 35. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. BYU right back to the line.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
After the setback, the offense gets set for a 1st and 15. Quick release by the QB. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open, couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is the guy that, listen, we're in the 2nd half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Off the RPO, complete.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one, they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Running back searching for a hole. and they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Looking for the fourth down conversion, BYU comes to the line. And oh no, he spikes the ball on fourth down. Did he think he had another down? They'll lose the football. The offense starts in the shadow of its own end zone. They want to run this quarterback. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Encroachment defense.
The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. Whole lot easier after that penalty. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Beavers will bring the punt team onto the field. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
They'll send the back in motion. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. And the Cougars pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Breaks into the open. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
Yeah, and you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dream.